run it back. Lost everything I ever want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight plan. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. The right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. Batters, not take a photograph. Run it back.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Throwing to start here is Tua. And his first look is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. You look at this Steeler defense. This unit, very tough to throw against, currently second best in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. The Steelers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested folk. And now the rookie's free. Off to the races. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Steelers nothing. Anders Carlson.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On play action, here's Tua. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and it shows why he was so coveted with that interception there. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They run over center with Mitchell. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
Another run with Mitchell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Carlson for the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 24, Steelers nothing. Anders Carlson to kick off for the Packers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. A short one there to Freiermuth. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll drop to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. It got his man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Austin, the man in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Austin is there and brings in another one. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Packers' 27.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll throw now on the final play. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make it 24-7.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Steelers 7.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steeler.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 164 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They need 2. Here's third down. Here's a give up the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now they're in the hurry up.
37-yard line. A gain of 9 yards.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. And now they face a 3rd and 3 here. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to have a Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, they'll run it here. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards that time to push him up, first and goal.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Here's Mitchell. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Carlson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
At the 25-yard line.
So second and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Back to throw is Tua. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, first and 10. This is first and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Inside a minute to go. Here's second and 10 now. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Now Tagovailoa. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball and off.
child.